headed for city lights, climbed the ladder up to fortune and fame. I worked my fingers to the bone, made myself a name. Funny how I seem to find that no matter how the years unwind, still I reminisce about the girl I miss and the love I left behind. My eyes adored you. Hello everyone, it's Laura T. Dream Deals 123 on eBay, and I'm the Silver Owl Thrifter on YouTube. And I am sorry I have been gone so long. So much has happened. Let me tell you about it. I am not doing a what sold because here is what has been happening the last 10 days or so. Okay. You know how, selling on eBay, things break, things happen. So many years ago when I started doing eBay, I thought, I needed to have a backup computer. So I had my Apple Pro Mac, and then I got another secondhand refurbished one so that if one broke, I could use the other one. So one did break about a month ago. My screen cracked on one of them. A couple of months, maybe 6 months ago, the screen just totally cracked on one. I had a pen or something in the book and I slammed it shut and that was it. Well, at least I didn't know. I was like, oh, is this an easy fix or whatever? But I just put it away and I used the other one. Well, then I picked it up about a week ago or so and it was starting to crack. And the next day it cracked even more, and so that I couldn't even read anything or do anything. Now my husband also has a computer, so I went on his and I actually put my store on time away because the other problem we were having was I can't figure out to hook my phone or his computer to the printer, so I can't print out labels for shipping on anything. I will be honest, we haven't really tried. I tried to do it, but I'm not good at that. I couldn't figure it out, and we just haven't had time to do it. So I said, well, I'm just going to take a break here. And it was good to take a break because we were heading into, my realtor was coming over to take a look at everything we'd done in the house, and I wanted it to look really, really nice. So we spent several days just cleaning and getting rid of more stuff. And then, so anyways, back to the eBay thing. So I stopped, I put my store on time away, and I also had been going live with these YouTube videos, but I couldn't use my computer for that anymore either, and my iPhone storage was completely full. Now, before the screen cracked last week, I made an appointment with the Apple Store here in Maryland, and that was before the screen cracked, but then I was going to go in there and talk about the storage and the other screen. So I did go in. I went in there Tuesday, and lo and behold, they couldn't fix the screens. It wasn't worth it. These were 2015 iMacs, and it was like $500 to just fix a screen on each of them. So I'm just going to use my husband's, and he never uses it. So it's like, I'm not going to go out and buy a new computer when I can just use his. And then with the phone, we talked about the phone. He looked at it. He couldn't figure it out for a while. And then he saw that YouTube was using up most of the storage. But I was afraid that if I deleted the app, which I had done with some other things just to get enough storage so I could take one picture or something like that, then when I would try to re-download them, it would always say, you don't have any space. So I didn't want to download or delete the YouTube one and then not be able to get back on it. So he said, well, let's try it. Let's delete it. He said, I think that'll work. And then we can download it again. We did that. I had 64 gigabytes, 64 gigabytes on my phone. Before he deleted it and reinstalled it, I had 63.5 used up. I had like 0.5. And he said, you never want to let it get to that point. And when he reinstalled it, I had 30 it went down to only 30 being used from 64, from almost being totally used. So I have so much storage now. Oh, I finally figured it out. So, because I like using my iPhone for making the videos. It just, I don't know, it's much easier to me than doing live. And I just think it's better quality and everything else. So that's where I've been, but now I'm back and I'm going to try to come back on regularly. But this weekend we're going to work on getting the printers done, printer fixed, printer hooked up, and then I should be back selling stuff so I can talk more about eBay and what sold and how much I'm doing with all that and everything. But since I'm not, I can't talk about that. But I can talk about, I was thinking, you know, this probably does happen to people that they, something breaks. What do you do? What do you do when the printer breaks? And you have orders that have to go out. Well, you know, what you can do is just manually print the address on the package, take it to the post office, have them weigh it and pay them. I used to do that, you know, that was the way we used to do things. We didn't have printers and everything hooked up. So you can do that. So that's what I would do. But for me, I was just so busy with everything else. I was like, I just don't want to deal with that right now. So I was happy to take a couple of weeks off. I think I put it on for about a week or 10 days on time away. So anyways, that is what has been going on. And yeah, but it is good, I think, to have some kind of backup system. Like if you only use your phone for eBay and you don't have anything else and your phone breaks, what are you going to do? Well, I guess you could always go to the library, go somewhere, borrow some friend's computer and log in, and then look at the addresses and everything and go and do that for a couple of days, or look at your spouses or your kids, borrow something, you know, because you can always see your things. So, but it is nice to have some kind of idea about what you're going to do in case something breaks, your computer or your printer, something like that. It's happened a few times over the years where I've had to sort of ad-lib through what I'm going to do. So anyway, so that's what's been going on. The realtor was very happy with the way the house looked. It was just, I mean, it was a total eBayer's house, you know, with all the clutter that we eBayers have all over, and then I just streamlined it. He couldn't believe it. So, but our handyman got real sick. So, and then he had another guy who was doing the job for, and he had put that guy off a week to do work for us, but then he got sick the week he was supposed to work for us. So now he has to go finish that guy's job, and then he's going to come back here, he says, on the 9th, and my realtor wants to do a coming soon on the 13th, pictures on the 16th, list on the 20th, and he thinks that we will have appointments. He suggested, we're closing on the lake house a week from Friday. Woohoo! And he said, since we're going to own that lake house before we'll have that house, he suggests we all leave the first weekend. He thinks we're going to have so many appointments and showings, he says, with the cats and the dog. He said, you're just going to be going in and out all day, all weekend long. He said, if you could go to your lake house for a couple of days. And he said, I think that will be all the time it's going to take to sell it. And he says he thinks it'll get, I don't want to say what, he thinks it'll probably get multiple offers. And so that's very exciting. We're very exciting. So as soon as the listing is ready, I will put it up and you guys can see. And we still have to paint the cabinets, do like power washing and trimming, and yeah, all basically stuff that is really needed for the pictures. So my handyman said he would work into the night if needed to get it done. So, and he's a good guy, so I think it'll all work out. But boy, we have had to be flexible with the date of listing this house. We thought we were going to be ready in 2 weeks. No, more like 2 months. maybe, hopefully. We thought we were going to list right after Labor Day, and now it's going to be probably towards the end of October. So, but my realtor doesn't want to wait much longer than that. He thinks it'll look beautiful in October with the leaves changing and everything. I'm going to put some nice mums in the front, and yeah, it's exciting. And my husband, he put in his retirement date is going to be December 31st. That's a really good date to retire in this federal government for some reason, because I don't know why, but everybody says retire. And so we put the house on October 20th. Let's just say it takes 2 weeks to sell, and then we're going to ask for a closing date near the end of December. So that's the plan. We're sticking with it. I got here any notes? I got here women in history being marginalized as a note. It's nothing to do with eBay, but I think, what was I thinking about? Oh yeah, I was listening to something, and the guy was making the point, and I've thought about this before, women have just kind of been marginalized for most of history. And kind of their opinions and stuff didn't have a lot of meaning and stuff for many, many years. People wouldn't allow them into the arena of thoughts and ideas a lot. It was just a lot of men leading stuff and doing things. And I just think, in the last 50 years or so, it's really just changed the way the world is, having women be more influential and stuff like that. And I think it's exciting, because I think we just bring, it's just smart, we bring a whole different viewpoint to the table of things sometimes. And I don't know why I'm talking about this on an eBay thing, but that's what I got there, and I got time, and I got no eBay sales to talk about. So why not talk about this? It's hard. All right, well, I'm going to go. I'm going to go to the store and pick up some prescriptions for my husband, and then I'm going to come back and start puttering around and getting stuff done. And I will, I don't know, the next few days I might not be on too much, because we still got a lot to do. And since I don't have my printer working, I don't have any sales or anything to talk about. So, I did drop off a whole great big load of stuff at Goodwill yesterday. And I went in because I need a duvet insert for a bed, because I had one, and out of all the things I gave to Goodwill, it was one thing I wanted to save, and I think it got given to Goodwill. However, I know what's going to happen. I'm going to buy one at Goodwill or online, and as soon as I buy it, I will find it. That's always the way it works, right? Because I'm pretty sure I didn't give it to Goodwill, but I cannot find it anywhere. So anyways, I wandered into Goodwill for the first time in 6-8 weeks to buy something. No, I think since this whole house thing. Yeah, I haven't gone in to buy something, because trying to downsize and get rid of stuff and just no time. So I did walk in there, and I allowed myself, I said, I'm gonna let you walk by the pajamas, and if you see anything that looks like an LL Bean nightgown, you are allowed to buy that. And I looked at the duvet covers, and there was a lady in front of me, and she took the one I wanted. And there was no LL Bean nightgowns, but I felt proud of myself that I just did that, and I left. It was Senior Citizens Day. I wanted to stay. I wanted to shop. I wanted to get stuff, but I didn't have time, and I just got to stop for a little while. But I was proud of myself. No LL Bean nightgowns. All right. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next one.